in these older leagues, or if Golden Boy, if that's your thing to do, like this Master League, everyone fighting that league better pray to the MMA gods. Vitor Belfort does not enter that fucking thing juiced to the gills.
Oh,
have you seen his tits lately?
Yes.
You better.
Looks amazing.
Fantastic.
I'm so happy with him.
He will wheel kick the fuck out of all those old dudes at the same time.
He really will.
Dude, I was looking at his Instagram the other day. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. There's something happens to Vitor when he fills up with super unleaded.
Dude, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
He's a different
Let him
human,
do his roids,
man.
bro. Like some people don't do well with roids. They get all red and shit. He looks great. His skin's vibrant. His tits are popping. He's all tan. His teeth get wider.
He's doing straight testosterone. He's not, I mean, when he was on, see, think about this, right? We know for sure, we all know, absolutely 100% that people have cheated and taken steroids and got away with it. We know that. I know it. You know that, especially in fighting, especially when the weigh-ins were the only day you had to pee.
Yes.
And there was no randoms. They didn't just come by. We know for a fact. But when you watch someone who's just doing testosterone and what else he's doing, with a human growth hormone, and like, he's fucking gigantic now.
I love that Vitor.
I love it too, but what you get there, it's a different thing. Like for Vitor, like something happens with him. Like when they allowed him to take it, like during the Rockhold fight and the Bisping fight, dude, his body ate it up. But it's a kind of a different thing. Because it's above board, right?
Let me
you're
ask you
letting him
this.
do it, so he doesn't feel guilty about it. You
True.
feel me?
He's finding a way where it's still legal.
Yeah.
When he was doing it.
Yeah, he was doing it legally.
He was doing it legally.
Yeah.
He got permission from the UFC to do it in the commission. So
But
as
if
much
you
as
go
you want to
back,
say,
if you go back before he did it, like, did you see when he fought Sexyama?
yes.
Dude, his body didn't look nothing like that. It looked like a welterweight, right?
And everyone wants to go. A lot of people go, oh, he did steroids, whatever sport. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds. You take steroids, try hitting those fucking home runs. Everyone was doing it. In fighting, a lot of people were doing it. I'm not going to say names. So when John Jones tested hot against DC, right? For whatever he tests hot for. If DC was doing the same stuff, would he have beat John? The answer is no.
Well, it was a very close fight up until that head kick, right? It was a good fight. You really never know what could have happened. That's
I'm just saying,
thing
let's
about
say
high level fighting, right?
Correct. However,
that's what happened, so we have to judge it based on that.
if they are taking the same stuff, whatever you want to say John took, but if DC was saying, do you think the outcome would have been any different? My answer is no.
If they were taking the same stuff. See, the John thing, we've gone over this, but we probably should go over this again if anybody doesn't know the numbers. He tested negative, then he tested positive for a minuscule amount. Was really small, and then he tested negative again. So whatever happened in a very short window, and it was an incredibly small amount of whatever that stuff was.
Some call it microdosing.
Yeah, it could be that,
Maybe.
right?
We don't know really.
Yeah. The thing about it is that stuff is supposed to stay in your system for a long time. It would be a stupid thing to take because supposedly it's in your system for weeks.
But we don't know.
Yeah. And also, the microdosing shit is real, folks. That's real. I mean, that's what they were doing in baseball. They were taking testosterone gummy bears, and they would only last like 3 or 4 hours, and your body would metabolize
They
them.
said A-Rod would eat them during the games.
Yeah, yeah.
And then by the time the game was over, it's out of his system.
Yeah. And
fucking
baseball,
gummy bears,
that was testing baseball players was the dumbest shit. But it was one of those weird American things. Like everybody's like, oh, I don't want my fucking athletes cheating.
Dude.
But if we had the Russians' attitude about this,
Just be cool, man.
what is it like? Like, how do the Russians feel about like that documentary Icarus, where that guy
don't think
came
they
on
give
and
a fuck,
claimed that all the Russian athletes were on steroids?
They don't even address it. Like, yeah, no shit, buddy. Anyways.
Whatever, let it go.
Whatever,
We're just
bro.
gonna
Get over it, man.
kill a few whistleblowers over here. Don't mind us.
Yeah, come over here. Let me know how it works out for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I wonder.
But the stuff with steroids, I think we almost put too much emphasis on the steroids. Where don't get me wrong, it fucking helps and helps a lot of guys. But if everyone was on the same thing, John Jones would still be the greatest all time. He'd still undefeated.
Right.
Brock Lesnar would still be Brock Lesnar. I think Kane would still be Kane. Steve Bates still be. I think everything would be the exact same. I got to be serious here, man.
I think you're right. If everybody was on, the results would be the same. If everybody was on. The problem is, like, some people like Vitor, his body loves it.
He's made for it.
Yeah, his body's made for TRT replacement.